It seems like every day we get more bad news about the economy, but the fair must go on, and that's why Science Friday is bringing you science fair projects for the recession, starting with a published physics experiment that requires only 2 ingredients, this and this. A bargain. To find out more, we called up 2 of the authors on this paper. Hi, is this Dr. Deegan?
Yes, it's he.
And his colleague.
My name is Harry Swinney.
And mentioned that their experiment might be adapted to make a good science fair project.
I think it's been used as a science fair project.
But it even impresses PhDs. Here's a taste.
It's just really astonishing.
It is. It's really remarkable.
Here's where you start. Stir the water and cornstarch until the mix is the consistency of pancake batter, and you'll notice
Something that's very bizarre.
when you apply force quickly, say by rolling it around your hand, the mixture firms up like a solid. Stop pushing and it melts into a liquid. Now, you've just made what's called a complex fluid. And physicists like Deegan are working to understand why complex fluids are so complex. To do this, Deegan took the cornstarch mixture, put it on a plate, and shook it. And what he observed is that if the mixture was shaken at a particular frequency and force, you could poke a hole in it, and the hole wouldn't cave in. And it gets even more unusual. If you kept poking it, the mixture would start growing these fingers.
It's just really astonishing that a fluid can do this. And so the basic question I want to answer is simply why.
And part of the explanation is in the mixture.
It's little particles
10 microns in size.
suspended in a fluid.
It's a fluid which has small balls in it.
And these little balls are the key.
What I think is going on is that somehow these particles are combining and they're forming some structure.
On the microscopic level. Swinney says that one way to think about it is like a traffic jam.
These balls move out of the way if you stir the fluid slowly. If you try to stir fast, then they can jam against one another, and that makes it very stiff.
And these structures or jams form and melt based on the force being applied to the fluid.
And that process of it melting and reforming is what changes the viscosity.
And one hypothesis is that this change in viscosity is ultimately what keeps that hole open. The mixture gets firmer when the fluid tries to rush into the hole. But what about those fingers?
The fingers are more subtle. That's something we don't understand as well.
And that's the fun of these complex fluids.
It's like a black box. You know, you feed it things and it feeds things back to you. And so the goal of a lot of these things is to figure out what the black box will do, and then to figure out what's inside the black box.
If you want to explore the black box, Dr. Swinney says take an old speaker, throw the cornstarch mixture in the speaker cone, turn on some tunes, and watch it come alive. Of course, that increases the budget a little. For Science Friday, I'm Flora Lichtman.